Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. Welcome to the second Pilates class I'm doing for Bannatynes live online. So we're going to continue with a little bit of what we did last week, adding in a few little bits, doing maybe some classical work, some more classical Pilates work. So it'd be great. It'd be lovely to see you on the mat. So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to get everyone logged on and following along, and then we'll get started. So won't be too long before we get started. It's going to be pretty much the same setup as what we've done last week, but there's going to be a few add-ins and a few extra bits, but just take it at your own level. Yeah, it really doesn't matter if you need to take it a little bit slower, a little bit more gentle. You do what you feel as though your body can do today. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get another 30 seconds, get everyone online. Be great. So yeah, I'll give you 30 seconds to get going, get anything sorted, get your mats out, and don't forget you can have a head cushion or a small towel if you want to. And then we're going to get started. So come to your mat for me, or come to space where you are. Lovely. And you're going to start with your feet hip width apart, insides of the feet parallel, insides nice and light. That's it. By that I mean make sure that you're not sort of heavy and sinking down. Yeah, you want to feel as though you're lifting up off your feet and you're up nice and tall. Okay, from here roll your shoulders. That's it. Try not to lock those knees out. And other direction. And bring yourself back with your shoulders, head side to side. Going one way, and then going. Do this without moving the body, so you're really just trying to move the head and the neck. Alright guys, bring yourself back. And then when you're ready, ear up to your shoulder. So just go for that hold. You can take the opposite arm out if you want to and just think about anchoring down. So really pull the arm down towards the floor. And then changing sides, going over to the other side. Arm down, really reach those fingertips down. And just make sure you're continuously breathing here. Try not to hold the breath. Great, let's do one more each side. And second side. Great, okay, when you're ready, taking your arm up and over. So going up and over, keeping those hips nice and still, and then coming back. Even though you're going up to the side, I want you to lengthen to the side of the waist. So don't just sink completely down, really think about lifting up and over. Yeah, almost to the diagonals of the room. That's it, ribs soft, and breathe. Okay, you're going to let the hips go. So you're going to let the hips go. That's it, going for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Keep the feet soft. That's it. So don't tense the feet up. Keep the knees soft. Lovely. And coming back, just roll those shoulders. That will go with your roll downs again. So rolling through the spine. So remember, if I turn sideways, remember this is a curve through the spine. Yeah, really lift up through the spine. Take a nice big deep breath in. Coming up and then going again. So you're going to roll down. Yeah, now you can do this with the knees bent. So if you need to bend the knees for any sort of hamstring length, you can. Happy for you to do with straight legs. Just relax the head and coming up. Lovely. Off you go again, rolling through. Nice and gently. Let those arms just hang. Keep rolling for me. Just let those arms hang. Yeah, what I don't want is the arms shooting forwards. So you're just letting them hang forwards. Calm it up. let's do 2 more here. Really curve through the spine. You're really trying to curve this lower back. Keep your hips nice and still. Lovely. You've got one last one to do here. Lovely. Great. Well done, guys. Okay, so we are going to do our little roll downs out to a plank. If you remember, on the last one that we did a little lowering down. Yeah, almost sort of like a little press up. Now we're going to add that into every one. Yeah, so it ends up being a bit like a flow to bring yourself back up. So feel free to watch the first one and then join in when you're ready. But you're going to roll down. You're going to walk out. Now from here, keep your elbows tucked in, slightly forward, slowly down, keep your hips slightly higher, your chest's down, bring your bum down. Yeah. Now you can push up onto your hands and knees, push back into a little rest position, try not to move the hands here. That's it. And then you're going to bring yourself back into a plank. You can go one leg, 2 legs at the same time. It's up to you. So either take one leg out or you can take both legs out. And then you're going to walk in. Remember, relax your head, no looking forward, so relax your head, coming through. Okay, we're going to do that again. And coming down. Walking out. Bend the knees if you need to. If you can't reach the floor with your legs straight, you're here. You're in your plank. Think length through the neck. And slowly down. That's a chest and then bum. Great, pushing back into a little rest position. And back into that plank, tummy squeezed, and cover up, release the head, release the neck. Okay, now if you remember last week, I said try and do the least amount of walks, backwards and forwards. So let's see if you can add that in. So you're going to roll down. The least amount of walks you can do. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, I'm there. And you're going to lower down. Slowly down. Lovely. Coming in. Pushing up. Going back. That's it. Don't forget, if you can't lower down, just pop your knees down and slowly bring yourself down. That's it. I'm going to do 1, 2 pushes coming up and up. Lovely. Last one here. I'll do the alternative. So if you don't want to lower down on your hands and toes, you walk out. You can bring one knee down, then the other. You can bring both down and just gently lower yourself down. Yes, a little more gentle here. And then you would relax. You might need to adjust your legs there as well. And here. Okay, pushing yourself up. Pushing yourself back. Lovely, and then coming up onto your hands and knees. So we're going to continue with your cat and cow. So moving your spine as much as you can in both directions. So when you're ready, spine up to the ceiling. And then lowering down. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Yeah, and again, rolling through. And coming back. Remember, you're trying to ripple from the hips first. It's really the hips that you're trying to get through first, yeah? Don't just lift up from the upper back. Yeah, it's the lower back. So your hips first, head last. Coming back. And again. And then you're going to go into your tabletop 2. So when you're ready, keeping the hips nice and still. Remember, if you have that little ball on your lower back, it wouldn't move. So you're going to do opposite arm to leg. Yeah, don't lift that leg too high. Yeah, you don't want to go crazy here. Opposite arm to leg. Keeping everything nice and still. And try not to shift your weight from side to side. You want to try and keep pretty even, tummy squeezed. And don't let anything push up into the back. Or let the lower back sink. And try and stay neutral. Now you can always come onto your fists here, so if you're not very comfortable on wrists, you can be on your fists, but just make sure you've got 70% of the weight in the knees and about 30% in the wrists. Yeah, so make sure you're not all the way forward. Yeah, you want that weight back into the knees. If you have too much weight forward, when you come to lift the arm off, you can end up tipping. Yeah, so keeping the weight nice and centered. Okay, so from here, we're going to add your cat and cow and your tabletop 2 together. Yeah, so we're going to have them as the same exercise here. So from here, let's do 3 on each side. Yeah, so keep with 3. So you're going to do tabletop 2. Then you're going to go into cow, so keeping the tummy squeeze, let that lower back sink, eyes slightly forward. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Try and lift the leg. Now, bring that same arm and knee together, trying to send your spine into a cat shape. And then you go cow. Cat for number 2. Cow for number 3. Cat for number 3. And then bring yourself down. Make sure you start a good neutral before you go on the other side. Other side, breathe. Let's start with cow. Shoulders down. And come in with cat. Cow. And cat. Let's go cow. Let's go cat. And then changing sides. Keep going here. Going 1. And in. And 2. Keep breathing. In. Let's go 3. And coming back into that cat before changing sides. Going up. And in. And up. And in. Last one. Up. And in. And coming back. And then toes together. Knees apart, pushing back for me. Nice big deep breath. In and out. Well done guys for adding them together. So we're going to come onto your back now. So coming straight down onto your back. Grab a head cushion or your towel, whatever you've got, if you want anything underneath the head for a little bit of support. We are going to be taking it away in a second as well. But starting on your back, in this nice neutral position. So coming down onto the mat for me. Hip bone and pubic bone nice and flat. You want ribs soft, shoulders relaxed, feet hip width apart. Yeah, relax the arms down by the side. Okay, so continuing on a little bit from last week. So you're going to come up for me into that tabletop position. Yeah. Now you've got a choice here. You can either have your knees and your feet level, so your shins are parallel with the ceiling, or you can go a little bit longer. Yeah, this will make it just a little bit more challenging. Now keep this neutral, so be able to just about get your lower back, sorry, your fingers underneath your lower back. Belly button through to the spine without pushing up and out with that tummy. Yeah, really drawing down. Pelvic floor drawing in and up. Okay, so you're going to go with your toe taps into one leg down, bring it back, down, bring it back. Then just make sure you breathe, keeping your ribs soft, making sure you don't let anything tilt with this pelvis, so don't let anything tilt backwards and forwards. Great. And don't just bend the knee. Yeah, so don't just bend the knee. You're actually moving the leg inside the hip. Yeah, you're hinging the leg in the hip. So you've got mobility in the hips, so that's your leg inside your hip, and you've got stability with the spine and the core, so you keep everything nice and still. Okay, to make this a bit more of a challenge, so my Pilates peeps know that I love this one. So you're going to do opposite arm back to the leg that you tap down. Yeah, bring it back, and then opposite, bring it back, and opposite, bring it back, while keeping your ribs down. So you want that rib cage closure position. Yeah, that's where you keep your ribs connected towards the hip. Don't let anything pop up. Yeah, don't let that gap between your ribs and your hips get any further. And just keep breathing here. We're going to do 4 more, and 4. These look great, good. 3, 2, and 1. And bring your knees in and give them a hug. That's it, feel free to bring the knees in, stretching out that lower back. Great, guys. Okay, popping your feet down. So we're going to go just a little bit more, and we're going to go into leg extensions. Yeah, so from here, make sure you're in that good neutral again. Now you're completely in control of how low you take your legs. Yeah, now if you find that your lower back's popping up and down, keep your legs a little bit higher. If you get sort of a clicky, crunchy feeling, it's not very pleasant, keep your legs up higher as well. Don't go too low here. So relax your shoulders. Take that belly button through to the spine without squishing your lower back into the floor. Pelvic floor, drawing in. Yeah, and you're going to come back into that double knee fold position. And again, you can start here, you can start slightly higher. I'll give you one tip. If you feel as though this is really getting into your quads, which is your thigh muscles here, you can drop the feet. As long as your knees stay over your hips, I'm happy. Don't let this happen, yeah, because that's automatically, as you can see, that's going to bring that lower back up. So as long as you keep your knees over your hips, you can keep the feet down. This used to really get into my quads when I first started. So when you're ready, you're going to send one leg away. You're going to bring it back. And other leg away. Bring it back. Now remember, you don't have to take it all the way to the floor. You can take it slightly higher. Yeah, and higher. If you're really struggling, you can take it to the ceiling. Obviously, it depends on your hamstring leg as well. You might not be able to straighten it, but just send it in the upward direction. Now don't forget, you can have your legs a little bit higher to start with. Sending one leg away. And leg away. And keep breathing. Arms are really light on the floor. You're not pushing down. Shoulders are relaxed. Great. Keep your ribs down. Belly button through towards your spine. Can we try for 4 more? Let's go 4 more. We can do this. You're going to do 4. And 3. And 2. Nice and slowly. And 1. Bring those knees back in. Well done. Bring those knees in. Excellent. Popping your feet down, finding that neutral again straight away. Now take your head cushion away for me. And then you're going to just link your fingers and pop them behind your head. I need your head and neck fully supported. Now with these curl-ups, I'm going to ask you, do not lift your chin up to the ceiling. Yeah, you chin tuck, so your chin is towards your chest, you curl through the spine, you look through the legs. You're in a curl-up position here. No squishing your lower back into the floor, your pelvis is staying completely still. Out breath coming up. Out breath to come up. Breath down. Now my head is really heavy into my hands. Yeah, I'm not taking tension into my neck and having my fingertips on my temples, but I'm not pulling my head with my hands. My head is heavy. Back of the neck is long. I've got a gap between my chest and my chin. I breathe out, I chin tuck, so chin towards the chest without touching the chest, and curling up. And coming down. And curling up. So we're going to do a little progression here. So we did a little core, little combination using legs and your curl-ups. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to do a little combination with your leg extensions and your curl-up, which makes into single leg stretch, which is one of the classical exercises in Pilates. So this next time you come up, you're going to come up. Keep your hands behind your head. You're going to stay there. Yeah, so stay in this curl-up position. I haven't squished my lower back in. Nothing's changed. All I'm doing is staying. Now I'm going to come up into a double knee fold. Bring one leg up and the other leg up. Keep breathing. Now the breath here, you just breathe in and out. Don't hold the breath. You're going to reach one arm towards your legs, other arm towards your leg. Okay, you're going to send one leg away. And you're going to change. You're going to change. That's it, you're going to change. You're going to change. Now I'm not squishing my lower back into the floor. I'm in that neutral position. Pelvic floor, drawing in and up. Belly button through towards the spine. I'm breathing. My shoulders are relaxed. My head's relaxed. Try and avoid looking to the ceiling. Yeah, it's been a lot of pressure on the neck. I'm going to curl up, looking through the legs. Anybody wants to go with that slightly straighter leg, so your foot is slightly higher, you can. You're going to keep going. Keep going. Keep breathing. That's it. Nice big deep breaths. In and out. 6 more. And 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And bring your knees in. Head down. Well done. That's it. Feel free to keep your knees a little rock side to side. Massaging out that lower back. Okay, parking your feet down. Okay, arms down by your side. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. And make sure you walk from quite close to your bum. Not too far, but just slightly close to your bum so you don't get cramp shooting down the back of the neck. Okay, so we're going to go with those spine curls, same as we did last week. So you're going to squeeze your bum, squish your lower back into the floor, rolling up, ribs down, bum high. And rolling down. Going again, ribs down, bum high. Lovely. Now just be really careful, don't let yourself pop up into your shoulders, keep these ribs down. It's different to a yoga bridge. Yeah? So this is a spine curl, so squeeze your bum, really tuck your pelvis, squish that lower back into the floor, really trying to peel each vertebrae up one by one. We've got a little bit to add into this as well, so we'll add in arms. So next time you go up, hips nice and high, ribs down. You're going to take your arms up and over. Now try not to take them all the way to the floor. You're concentrating on your rib cage closure position. This is your rib and hip connection. Keep your arms where they are, rolling down through the spine. All the way down. When your pelvis is back into neutral, arms down. Going again, and rolling through. Ribs down, shoulders relaxed, bum high, arms up and over. Make sure you've got even weight in the feet. You've got weight underneath the big toe as well as the little toe. Rolling down. And we'll do one more of these. So you're going to roll. Arms up and over. You're going to roll down. And then you're going to bring your arms down. Lovely. Feel free just to stretch out your legs there. Really circle your ankles. You can even take your arms overhead if you want to. Okay, so just bringing yourself back. You can either curl off to the side, come to sitting, or bring your knees in and rock yourself up. Completely up to you. Okay, so from here, guys, we're going to do a few little C curves into some half backs. Yeah? So sit up nice and tall. Remember, you can have your legs bent or you can have them straight. Yeah, it's completely up to you. I find it clings into my quads here, a little bit like that toe tap exercise. So I'm going to send mine straight. Yeah, if you need a little bit more support, hands behind the legs. Yeah, and legs bent. So from here, up nice and tall, you're going to squeeze your tummy. You're really going to push that lower tummy through. And you're going to go into what you call a C curve. I've not gone backwards. All I've done is created a C. My hips and my shoulders have stayed in the same position. All I've done is push my spine through to come up. And again, really use your tummy. Push your tummy through. Really contract in towards that spine. And then coming up. And again. And contract through. Great, guys. It's coming up. And again, contract through. Okay, so this next time, you're going to do a half back. So it's only halfway down. So you're going to go C curve. Yeah, you're going to go halfway back. You're going to come up and I don't want that lower back on the floor just yet. Yeah, so just halfway back. So you're going to go C curve. Halfway. Coming back. Now really think about anchoring your feet down in towards the floor. Nice straight back, shoulders down. And so you can really use that tummy. Push your back. It's almost like you're trying to get your belly button down. Don't push your tummy up and out. It's belly button down. Lovely. Keep going like this. If you need your hands behind your legs, I'll show you that one. C curve. Roll it back. Good. Relax your shoulders. Don't have them up by your ears. Coming up. Try not to do anything with the head or neck here. Don't sort of bring them forward here. Up and nice. And think about length in the back of the neck. Also length at the front of the neck. Yeah, so don't be tempted to tuck it down. Just relax it to come back up. Okay, should we do 2 more? Let's do 2 more. And going down. Lovely, coming up. Last one you can do with legs bent, arms out. Mix it up a little bit. Lovely. You're going to come up. Well done. Taking your legs out for me. Coming for a little stretch forward. You can have your legs bent here. Sorry, that's my clicky ankles. Coming forwards. That's it. Legs bent or legs straight. Whatever's best for you. Just release your lower back a little bit. Great stuff, guys. Okay, coming up onto your knees. So we are going to continue with our little one that we did last week. So from here, just make sure your knees are about 3 inches away from the edge of your mat. Yeah. So it's a little bit of a continuation and a little bit of an add-on from last week. So what we're going to do is we're going to send one leg out to the side. Yeah, one leg's out to the side. Now if you can see, my heel is at the front of that mat. Yeah. So what we're going to do is have your knee pointing up to the ceiling. If you were to have your foot flexed, your toes would be up to the ceiling as well. Yeah. Now from here, arms out. Really slowly, you're going to go all the way down to the floor, away from that leg. So you're going to go over. Nice and slowly, you're going to pop your hand all the way down. Reach the arm all the way over, shoulders away. Don't sink down into the floor, really push away. You want to think about lifting this underneath side of the body, into the lats, into your armpit. Coming up. Nice and slowly up, don't whip the arm up, slowly up. You're going to go for number 2. Number 2, going over nice and slowly. If you're not very good on your wrists here, again, you can go fists. Yeah, you don't have to be on your hand, you can be on your fist if you need to keep that wrist straight. Lovely, so when you come back up, you'd come up and up. Okay, number 3, you're going to do those leg lifts. So you're going to come up, you can do 5 leg lifts. Reach your arm over. You're going to lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this time you're not going to come up. What you're going to do is you're going to take that knee to the front. You're going to flex the foot so you're on the side of the foot, on the inside of the foot. Now what we're going to try and do here is we're going to try and take away that underneath leg. So try and take the underneath leg away, take it behind the other leg. So you've got yourself into a little side plank here. Don't tilt forwards. Yeah, don't push that bum backwards. Keep yourself nice and straight. Bring that leg back. Stay where you are. Keep breathing. Push that floor away. Great. Okay, you're going to go again. Taking that leg out. Going for that plank. Now sometimes it's a little bit easier if you think about lifting the arm up. Someone's pulling the arm up. Yeah, or you can reach it over. Okay, bring that leg back in. Lovely, nice and slowly. Coming up. Well done, we're going to change sides. Just roll the shoulders out. Changing sides. Reset yourself if you need to. Lovely, taking the leg out. Okay, knee on top. Lovely, arms out slightly in front of you, remember? That's it, up nice and tall. Nice and slowly, going down. I want really active arms here, don't just let them flop. Really active arms, nice and slowly going down. Reach the arm all the way up. Shoulders down. Get that lovely stretch from your toes. It's all the way from these toes on the mat to your fingertips over here. Lovely, nice and slowly coming up. Keep that centre working and then going again. This is number 2. Don't forget you can go on that fist if you need to. These are great. Shoulders down. Lovely. Calming. Okay, you're going to go number 3. I've got an alternative. If you're not good on your knees, I've got an alternative for you, so don't worry. You're going over. Now this time you can do 5 lifts, knee up to the ceiling. That's it. So the legs slightly turned out in the hip. You're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Okay, don't go anywhere. Stay here. Keep breathing. You're going to take it underneath leg away. So take it underneath leg away. That's it. Go for a nice side plank here. Keep breathing. And bring that leg back in. Lovely. Go for that little rest. And you're going to go again. Now, if this is not for you, if you're not very good on your knees, you can do all of this on your hip. Yeah, so you can have your feet together and you can do side stretches going over. You can do this on the other side as well. You might find that it's more difficult on one side than the other, so you might need to come down. And if you want to do your side plank here, you stretch your top leg out, keep the bottom leg bent, and you're going up. How's everybody else doing with that side plank? That's it, so you've got one knee down. That's it, coming up. And then if everybody comes down, so if you were on that knee, that's it, you're here, that's it, coming up. Excellent, arms down. Lovely, calming down. And roll those shoulders for me. Nice big circles. Great, guys. Okay, you might want to roll those wrists as well. Go some nice little circles here. That's it, and then change direction. Lovely, and you're going to bring yourself to standing, so coming up one leg, and then coming up the other leg. Okay, give your legs a shake for me. That's it, and roll your shoulders. Nice big circles. Lovely, great stuff. Circling round, and then changing direction. Lovely, and head side to side, going one way, and then the other. Just taking tension away from the neck and the shoulders from that one. Lovely. Great, so clasp your hands and you're going to turn them inside. I'm just going to come a little bit further forward to the camera so you can see what I'm doing there. So you've got your fingers linked, that's it, and just pushing away, just get stretching the hands, stretching the fingers, stretching out the wrists. That's it. And then let those fingers release a little bit and just continue to circle. Okay, should we go for our balance challenge? So transfer your weight onto one leg. That's it. Now remember, you don't have to take the foot away if you don't want to. That's it, but you're going to come up nice and tall and you're going to stand onto one leg. So now remember, if you need support, make sure that support is beside you. Yeah, don't be tempted to hold on to something that's behind you because that's going to encourage you to spring backwards. If you look straight away, if I was to hold on to something backwards, it's pulling me backwards. Yeah, so just make sure if you need something to hold on to, it's beside you. It's easier on a harder floor, so if you want to move your mat or take yourself onto a harder floor, please do. That's it. If it's soft, if you've got like quite a fluffy rug or carpet or cushion, it is a little bit more challenging. Really lift up out of the hips, try not to sink down. If you're unsure about what your hips are doing, if you just pop your hands on your hips, just make sure they're nice and level. Yeah, if one's higher than the other, you'll find that you're lifting your hip. Lovely. Okay, so your challenge here is to step. So you can step and hold. Lovely. Step and hold. You might want to take your arms out to the sides. That's it. Step and hold. You might find it helps balance. I find for some reason taking my arms slightly lower, palms facing forward, helps me balance. And then when you feel a little bit more confident with this, you're going to do a bigger step. So you're going to step all the way across and up. That's it. Great, and you're going to go step and across. And step and oh, no tapping down. Don't copy me. That's it, keep going. So your aim is when you do your big steps is try not to sort of do a tap in between to get there. It's one straight clean step and up. That's it, step and up. Good, keep breathing. You can bend the knee here as well, so don't feel as though you've got to go with straight legs. Yeah, I'm not going with straight legs here. Yeah, I'm bending that leg to push off to come up. And then we're going again. Lovely. And bring yourself back to the centre. Roll your shoulders for me. And rolling down, finishing with that little roll down. Let your head hang, let your arms hang. Coming up. As you come up, when you're at the top, then pick the shoulders up and a little breath out and a relax of the shoulders. Excellent, guys, well done. Thank you very much for joining me again. It was lovely to see you all. Anyone's got any questions, feel free to leave any comments or have a chat. You can grab me on one of my social media sites on here. So I've got Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to hashtag Bannatynes in your workout if you're posting it online. So hashtag Bannatynes online. Yeah, feel free to follow me. There's going to be some more videos. I've got more stuff coming up on my social medias as well. It was lovely to see you all. Stay safe, keep talking, keep chatting. Chat to me if you need to. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.